morning, Vietnam, and today we have come over to a Vietnamese museum, and now we have to go buy ourselves a ticket. I've seen so many comments of people serving in Vietnam over in Da Nang that I've decided to actually come over and get ourselves a ticket to see this beautiful place and see what's going on. So like I was saying, we just got our ticket. We came over to the Vietnamese, it's actually a base. Still, there's a military base. Even the ticket we were buying from a Vietnamese soldier lady. We got the M48 Patton tank seized from the 1st Cavalry Brigade of the Saigon regime by Regiment 38 Division 2 Military, My K Beach area, Da Nang on March 29, 1975. So here is a bit of US military tanks going on here. Wow, this is really interesting. Haven't seen so many US military tanks and stuff around here. The M113 armored personnel carrier seized from the US, the Saigon regime troops by Armored Regiment 574 in 1975, and then used in the Southwest Border Defense War fighting against the Khmer Rouge regime from 1975 to 1989. Alright guys, there's a lot of information about those things, but I just find it extremely interesting. The Vietnam War is really extremely interesting because this is one of those things that is so historically, there's a lot of photos taken about it. There's just so many different things that you can learn from it. So we got some Divina S-75 missile complex here. The Bell UH-1B Huey. This is where you see all the movies from. Look at this. Seized from the US and Saigon regime troops by soldiers of Military Region 5. So all of those were seized. But imagine this. One day there was US soldiers flying around in this helicopter. And I could tell you one thing. It's actually quite interesting that one of you guys who's watching my videos could have been flying this thing. So you could see the numbers right here. So if anybody knows this machine, then you can tell me. This is extremely interesting. And then there's just a few airplanes here, an anti-aircraft rifle, and then we got the Russian, the Soviet Union. I think it's called a Kraz. Look at this thing. Russian military still uses this exact truck. The Mobile Relay of Radio or Telegraphy Vehicle P401. This is basically, you could see it says right here USSR, and you could see there's bullet holes or something around here. Yeah, this is a Soviet Union piece of truck right here that is still used to this day. Like, you would be surprised. This was once used in the Vietnam War, is still being used today. This is also, I believe, a Russian truck, but it has Chinese writing on it, but probably is the exact same thing, right? The vehicle with a boat attached, so you could put a boat, probably this boat. Then you got yourself one of them guerrilla style pickup trucks with a aircraft machine gun on top. I don't even know what sort of it's like, maybe a Toyota or a Datsun. Then you got a Soviet tank. I believe this is a Soviet tank, and a bunch of different sorts of weaponry here. But it's just crazy. Usually you go over to see all sorts of, Second World War type of weaponry and trucks and everything. But in Vietnam, you get to see the stuff that was used not too far back. And I'm guessing this is Ho Chi Minh right here. Yeah, Evelina is saying that everything kind of looks like in Russia, even the medals, the way they're made. And I'm guessing this is, you could call the communist style. And even their uniform as well. Look at this. While I'm walking through this museum, we just walked in, this kind of reminds me of like I'm in some sort of a village in Russia or something like that, checking out somewhat of a museum. Even the stairs, like all of this, it actually feels somewhat like I'm in Russia. It's a very, very hard to even explain how it feels like, because the the communist style of building stuff is so similar. Look, look at the tiling as well. This is literally like what you would see in Russia. If it was a bit more colder and there was no palm trees, you could have think that you're in some village in Russia checking out a museum. I'm not recording the whole museum because most of it is just, showing the maps of the Liberation Army that was liberating from the Americans, I'm guessing, the capitalists, because, the communists was trying to take back. There was North Vietnam, South Vietnam. Like they say, make peace, not war, right? Weapons of BA to guerrilla unit on the first days of its foundation, March 1945. You can see some weaponry right here. The guerrilla group of Battle District blooded and held an oath-taking. Wow, so they were basically founded after the Second World War. And then there's more weaponry here as well. This looks like arms used in August Revolution, January Uprising in 1945. Wow, look at this. This looks like a Schmeisser, but it's not, is it? I wish there was an explanation of what those rifles were. Wow. This is extremely interesting, the sort of weapons they have used back then. The arms were used in the August Revolution, General Uprising in 1945 by the 5th Army in People area. The musketeer rifle were seized and kept from enemy troops for counterattacking them by Vietnamese troops, and some homemade guns, primitive weapons, were produced to use in General Uprising. So this could have been. This is a handmade gun. That's insane. I'm not sure if you could see it, but that is handmade guns right there. And you could see like the spring in there. It actually looks a little bit like a VSS Vintorez sniper rifle. So the guys were making their own weapons, kind of, So there's a few weapons that we could see right here as well that was used from 1947 to 1954. It's the type of weaponry that I have not seen. I mean, this kind of looks like PPSH. Kind of. I'm not even sure. Any experts can tell me. It has number 16188. Okay, maybe that's just the serial number. But there is the pump action shotgun right here that you can see. Can I actually pump it? Nope. But yeah, this is a pump action shotgun right here. Look at this silencer as well. They used silencers back then? That's insane. French soldiers' weapons was destroyed and deprived by the military Region 5, 1946-1952. If you guys didn't know, Vietnam was colonized by the French, surprise, surprise, and the Vietnamese were fighting back to get the power back. So there's some French weaponry right here, some machine guns. It's actually, learning the Vietnamese history, it seems like they were, for a very long time, just fighting with everybody. Driller used in manufacturing weapons. You got some sort of it could be like a mortar or maybe like a RPG type of thing. This is definitely a mortar right here. You could see, so you drop down a one of those things. You will drop it down and it goes. I actually still have no idea how they set it all up. I'm hoping they disarmed all of this, because look at this grenade. Look at the size of it. It's got like a handle. That's like That's definitely against tanks. You'd be chucking that thing. That probably weighs like 10, 15 kilograms. And then you got some conventional weapons produced to use to fight the French troops. I want to read out this sign. The 5th Region troops and people with the Southern people implemented the Geneva Agreement and defeated the US imperialist strategy Special War 1954-1965. Accordance with the Geneva Agreement signed in 1954, the 5th Region cadres and soldiers regrouped to the North Vietnam, contributed to building socialism, and actively drilled for combat readiness when coming back to the South. Meanwhile, in the South Vietnam, the U.S. imperialism established a puppet government trying to undermine the agreement, suppress the revolutionary movement, and impose the new colonialism-dominated regime, with the spirit not lose independence, not become slaves. The Southern Vietnam people determined to stand up for combat in the light of the resolution of the Second Party Central Committee 15th Plenum and under the banner of National Liberation Front for South Vietnam. Southern people struggle developed strongly. The 5th Region Armed Force managed to overcome many difficulties and hardships, were restored and developed, consolidated an organization, actively resisted enemy, mopping up operations step by step, defeated the enemy's tactics. The victory of Ba Jia contributed a great deal to leading the U.S. imperialism strategy Special War to failure, making an advantageous turning point for the Vietnamese to beat the invaders' war strategy as the winner. That's what the sign says. So, a lot of people were commenting, it's been a long time since anybody called Americans the imperialists. There's the comments right there. So many different things, even a Tommy gun. See a Tommy gun right here, obviously used by the US soldiers. Oh my god, the light, but you could see it's a Tommy gun. Thompson gun of Hero Von Hu Hung, who used in the Ing Nong battle. Alright, it's too hard to pronounce, but yeah. And obviously you cannot go without AK-47, SKS, the rest I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I definitely know how an AK-47 looks like and an SKS and RPGs and stuff. And then there's the US soldiers. This is what they used. M16s right here. You got the M1 Garand. Got all sorts of stuff here. But look at this. It's really interesting to see all of this stuff and to see the different perspective, because we're, see one perspective on one side. This is another perspective on this side. I really wonder what the people really wanted. That's the question that I have. Weapons from the American troops used to kill Vietnamese people in the 5th zone. You could see definitely the way everything is written here. But I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. South Korea soldier of fortune units landing in Da Nang, March 1965. The American soldiers units were landing in Da Nang 1965. So South Koreans and the US soldiers were in Da Nang. Walking through this museum, I'm getting actually really sad vibes, because the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that died is just horrible. With machine guns and all sorts of stuff. Really makes me sad. Really makes me sad. There's even a uniform from some guy called Morgan. You could see it right here. Just very, very sad. I also look at, you see this part right here, right? There's a machine gun, a pilot helmet, and helmet of American pilot, an American's machine gun annihilated by the Liberation Army soldiers. Not destroyed or anything, annihilated. And it basically is written like that everywhere. But yeah. You could definitely feel the vibes here. And then you could see some of the photos that they would be putting in newspapers, showing the soldiers coming in, but the river shadows show you something like this. I just found I don't know what you call it, like a movie projector, and it actually is saying Ukraine. So it's a Ukrainian movie projector that was found in Vietnam. Look at this. And I'm guessing it got here because back when it was the Soviet Union, they, since communists and communists, they helped each other out, sending stuff out. So this is how this probably got to here. I even found some flamethrowers here. So this would be on your back, I think. And this is the actual flamethrower. With the current events happening, this is it's very hard to look at all of this and all the weaponry. And although it is very interesting to learn the history, but I'm looking at an M16 rifle, and it says Hydromatic DIV GM Corp USA, property of U.S. government, and the number is 302-2644. Could the U.S. government be like, that's our property, give it back to us? I'm just kind of wondering, what does that even mean on the rifle when it says the property of U.S. government? Or is it like just not to sell to some other countries, so you could kind of track it down where it went and where it came to? But it seems like history is really repeating itself, because you could see the Russian-Ukrainian war happening right now, and you could see the signs from the US. New York signed the treaty, and then from London, Vietnam War can lead to nuclear war, and you see like all sorts of different countries with different signs. This is what is said right now as well between Russia and Ukraine, that this could lead to a nuclear war and that it should all stop. And it's basically history repeating itself. From this museum, it kind of makes me think that, Russia and Ukraine is kind of like US and Vietnam in a way. So, yeah, it's very, very sad, and thousands of people are losing lives in 2025, which is very, very sad. You got the MiG fighter jet, MiG-21, and you got another one right there, which is also a MiG, but it's a different MiG, or the same. No, it's the same. MiG-21. Definitely feels like I'm in a Russian museum right now. After that museum, we have decided to go on a walk through the streets to check out what's going on. And behind me you could see this is a reupholstery place, it seems like, where you can reupholster your scooter seat. Looks like they got a bunch of materials coming in here. This is very interesting to walk through streets like this, because you get to see how the locals live here and what they do. Look, a wedding parlor right here where you could get yourself a nice wedding dress. We've been walking for an hour straight, I think, just wandering around the place. And you know what I noticed? There's a bunch of cafes where they have coffee and croissants, and you have a bunch of people sitting around the place. You could definitely feel the French influence in Vietnam because of the small cafes, everybody drinking coffee, eating croissants. You don't really see that much of that in Asia, It's like, it's a weird different world. It feels a bit like Russia, a bit like France, a bit like, I don't know, just pretty interesting. So we spent an hour walking to visit this Catholic church here, to check it out and see what's happening. And there is a bunch of people around here as well. Look at this. Tons of different people. And I'm guessing you can't enter inside for some reason, but at least we can have a look at how it looks like. Or, as somebody corrected me, what it looks like. Alright, on the pictures it actually looked way better. It needs a second coat of paint, but it's definitely a beautiful looking building. And it's definitely missing a window there or something. Just finished editing yesterday's vlog. We got back because it was too hot. We've been to most of the interesting places today, but we do need to do something very important. And one of them is obviously to eat, but second of all is to collect our orders. Because if you watched yesterday's vlog, and if you haven't, I advise you to watch it before watching the rest of this video, we have ordered ourselves custom buffalo bags. Well, I did anyways. So we are gonna go to Hoi An today and see, have we been scammed out of $37 for my bag, or I'm gonna get the perfect bag that I've chose the leather for and the inside material for, and am I gonna like it? So let's hold our fingers crossed and see if it works out the way that we planned. And obviously we do need to eat a lot of food, because if I don't eat food, I'm gonna lose weight and I'm gonna be fat anymore, and that is not an option for us. So finally, today, we're gonna make it to the place that we couldn't have made it throughout this whole Vietnam journey. It's this Japanese all-you-can-eat buffet that we've seen all over TikTok, and we wanna check it out. And it has weird opening times from 10 to 12, and then from 5 to 9:30. So it is 4:33, nearly time to go into the buffet and eat all we can eat. Eat all we can eat? Yeah, that sounds a bit right. Oh, flipping heck. Having this problem in Vietnam 24/7. We finally made it to Ba 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 restaurant, all you can eat buffet. So let's actually hope that this time we're able to eat. No idea what's going on here. Where can we sit down? Full booking. Oh, guys, second time. It feels like we're not just made to go here. It's okay, I can fight and take out the person.
Take out?
Huh? No, not take out. I said fight. So you don't have space, yeah? Okay, no problem. It's a miss. Yeah, thank you very much. Well, that means there's no chance for us to be here. And the thing about this place is there's literally nobody there whatsoever, right? And they're like, no, you cannot eat. Nobody told us anything until I actually asked them. Now we're gonna find another place to eat. It's actually unbelievable. We were waiting for this. We didn't eat all day to go an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? And we came over and they're like, we're fully booked. How could you book out the whole place? And it's open, right? And there's literally nobody inside whatsoever. I feel so angry because I'm hungry as heck, and I didn't buy a SIM card, so I'm gonna be finding internet in random places. And now we gotta find where to eat again. You would have never imagined that this would be Vietnam looking like this. Anyways, we're really close to the Vietnamese restaurant that we've eaten yesterday, and it was really good. So we're just gonna be eating some Vietnamese food. Screw that Japanese flipping all you can eat, because all you can eat is just the name, because you can't even eat there. Flipping heck, who the heck reserves a space in an all you can eat? Like, what? This is the first time I heard something like this. Anyways, we're back to the good food place. Alright guys, we're back at this place, and you know what's cool about Vietnamese cafes? Oh, I nearly knocked everything out. They give you a cup and they give you a lock and lock thing with some green tea. And it tastes really good. It's like, I think it's like fried rice, green tea or something. This is exactly what you need after a hot day out. I do have a theory though on why we couldn't go to that all-you-can-eat place. They saw me and they thought that this would be the worst financial decision for letting me and go there, because I will make them go bankrupt. I would eat the whole place. I think that's why. Evelina ordered herself some noodles. This is how they look like. It's basically noodles with beef. Let's see if it's gonna be any good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think that is the best noodles that I've ever had in my life. We were not let into that Japanese all-you-can-eat, so we made our own all-you-can-eat. And I just got some fried egg rice that I'm gonna try out right now. Let's see if it's gonna be any flipping good. I was asking, should I get the beef rice or this, and they were recommending me this. So I actually decided to taste this more, and it's been fried, and it has like those scallops or onions, whatever you want to call them, and everything crunches in your mouth, and it tastes really good. Like, I've had so many eggs with rice in Thailand, and it always tastes like a wet dog, and here's beautiful. It actually tastes really good. We have teleported back to Hoi An to collect the bags that we ordered yesterday. So let's go and check out how my buffalo bag looks like. Hopefully awesome. Anyways, I'm really excited, I'm not gonna lie. And we're back. Hello. We come back to see how it looked like. Okay, moment of truth. Wow, look at this, guys. Look at this. Wow, it look really good. Look really, really good. Look at this. This is awesome. Vietnam buffalo. What could be better? Thank you very much. Looks nice, but you forgot to make the red. Oh, I really wanted red.
Yeah,
Why not red?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah.
Oh,
My brother forgot. It's not me.
not you. Oh, I feel really sad now because I really wanted red. All right, guys. I mean, I like the bag, but I'm really disappointed for the fact that the inside of it was not red like I asked, and we're leaving tomorrow, so there's not a chance that we're gonna get it fixed up. So I had to take it, basically. I mean, I like the way it looks like. It looks good, but it's not red on the inside. Whatever. Just disappointed, though. I mean, it's cool. It's buffalo and stuff like that, but I was specific about the red color, and she's like, my brother forgot. Anyways, I guess at least it won't get as dirty, because the red probably would get dirty with the stuff I'd be putting in it, probably. But alright, guys, to be honest with you, I got over the red insides. Actually, you know what? Who cares, right? Look at the bag. Look at the bag. I could be wearing it like this. I could be wearing it like this. Flippin' heck. Some Vietnamese buffalo. What could be better? Walking around like a cowboy now with a bit of buffalo on me. Time to go to Texas. I'm just whinging too much. Alright, whinging too much. Gotta stop the whinging. And I mean, we're back in this place, so we might as well walk around a little bit, check out what's going on. Check this out, guys. A bit of art going on here with this dude over here. Evelyn is feeding the little kitties over here. Oh, attacking me. Oh, he just jumped into the food. He's in. Oh no. We have decided to walk out on the streets of Da Nang at 10:47, basically 11 p.m. to see, are we gonna get robbed? Is it safe or is it not on our last evening in Vietnam? So it's gonna be really interesting. Probably not gonna get robbed, I hope. But the streets are definitely a little bit more quieter right now. And all of the businesses are shutting down with big fences. So let's see what's gonna happen. But you can see a lot of people are chilling out in the background, having a bit of food, relaxing after a hard work day in this little street cafe over here. Alright guys, you know we live in Thailand and we have roti. And oh, this is Thailand banana roti. We're gonna see if it's the same in Thailand as in Thailand. Oh, we live in Thailand, so we're gonna check. Yeah, I think in Vietnam it's gonna be better. Look at this.
Island roti in Bangkok.
Yeah. Pattaya has good.
Pattaya, yeah.
Bangkok roti, I don't know, but Pattaya roti really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mango roti, banana roti,
Yeah.
Korean roti.
Там есть со сгущенкой еще.
Yeah, also they put condensed milk.
Yes.
Oh, у него тоже есть. You
Yes,
also have.
same.
No.
Нутелла.
Yeah, just Nutella. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's
Thank
very
you.
hot, be careful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Let's try it out.
Very hot.
Good.
Mmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really flippin' hot, but really good. Now I got myself a weapon. Somebody tries to attack me. Pow, pow, pow. Well, we did not get robbed, which is a good thing. Anyways, we're beside the hotel right now. I think I'm gonna be finishing this video on this note today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's vlog. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and comment below. See you guys in the next one.